Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and well, we got a surprise for you for the Streamin Demons. It's none other than Tara Reid. No, wait, that's next week. Damn, what do we got this week, son? No, you can't be serious. We did? Oh boy. Good evening. For this Streamin Demons, we had none other than Dr. Payne and JM Brannyk watching pornos. Strike that. Watching horror porn together and then bringing you their commentary about their favorite pornographic horror films or horrorgraphic porno films. I don't know. I'm not listening to this one. Good luck, y'all. And as Brannock would say, hi, Mom. All this and more on the last Streamin Demons. Hit it.
The music. Yeah, I know the joke doesn't get old, and neither does not having theme music. Everyone else has theme music, including the #1 podcast, Anything I'm On. My name is, you know my name, Dr. Payne, the Cha-Cha champion, the Throwdown victorious champion, the Combo Box master, the master of the bowel movement Bloody Marys, if that ever comes out. And of course, my own podcast, The Doctor Is In. And with me today is who?
JM Brannyk.
JM Brannyk. Is that your real name, JM Brannyk?
Yeah, it
JM
is.
Brannyk. Excited to be here since the last time I saved their podcast. What was your podcast? Combo Fox?
Combo
Fix?
Box.
Box of Rocks. That podcast, #1 podcast now.
Rocks your box.
Rocks in my box. There's nothing we can do as long as it goes beep, bop, boo box. I like to go to lot box. Yeah, take that. Box, Brannyk. What's the JM stand for? Who cares? I don't care about this. Tonight, without any further ado or waiting or any of that crap, so we're getting back into what we should have talked about last time, something important of matter, porno.
Yeah.
Not just any
Agreed.
porn, but not butt porn either. Well, there's some butt porn in this, but zombie porn. We're talking about the living dead, the walking, blah, and of course, as the Brannock likes to say, chlamydia. That was a rumor.
I don't like to say that, but okay.
Hey, if you admit you have the problem, that's step 1. As admitting you have that problem, Brannock. I'm very
I
proud
don't
of
have
you.
to admit anything.
We're still working at step 1 then. That's fine. We'll work on that later. But for this podcast, we're going to focus on Burning Angels production with Joanna Angel and Tommy Pistol and a whole bunch of other things. Walking Dead parody. Bam. Perfect.
A hardcore version.
Hardcore. We're talking about hardcore porn.
Yeah, it's not softcore.
No, this is straight out. Ba, 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 bam.
It's not your grandmother's
You
Sunday
leave my
porn.
sainted grandma Payne out of this. Grandma Chachowski. That was my granny. She's in granny porn. She was the Blue Irish before Blue Irish. Shut up, Baba Booey, y'all. So, did you watch the entire movie? I needs to know.
I watched most of it, I would say.
Oh,
Okay, so you always have this thing where you're like,
yes, I have a thing.
Yeah, you have a thing where you're like, oh, here's a video that's hard to find, you're going to be watching it with us. And this was one of those videos. So I tried my best to find as much of a complete idea as I could with what I had on the internet available to me.
Yeah, it's really hard to find a Burning Angel video. They only have a website, burningangel.com, with all their videos there. It's really difficult to find a Burning Angel video.
But not complete. And I couldn't download it.
You couldn't download? Who the hell downloads porn?
Well,
what is on your computer?
Apparently, I do. Well, at least for this, I didn't want to pay for the DVD because this was a hit it and quit it for me. So I didn't want to pay for the DVD. Although I'm going to say, production value wise, it's very good. And I'm going to probably check out some of her other stuff. This one wasn't my cup of tea.
Production value, right there. Burning Angels known for one thing, besides apparently Burning Angels, production value. They do real zombie effects. They do real scripting, and the actors can actually, for the most part, act.
Yeah, there was actually a couple of scenes where I laughed out loud. Like it was supposed to be laugh out loud, not ironically.
Right, you're not doing the cringe fest. Now, for some of these scenes, I do have the actors and actresses here. So if you say a scene, I can say, oh, you mean Joanna Angel, Cleo Valentine, Jesse Lee, Skin Diamond, Arabelle Raphael, Tommy Pistol. Although my boy Small Hands, not in this one. We'll talk about later. As you and Papa Shango say, we'll put a pin in it. And she never put pins in anything, by the way. It hurts. Voodoo thing.
Well, sometimes you do put pins in things, and I will get into that too. Let's put a pin into that pin.
I'm going to put a pin in your pin.
Pins and pins.
Put a pin in a hat box. That's what I'm going to do in your box hat box.
Okay.
Hat.
Fair enough.
So first, what do you want to do? I have the burningangel.com website up, and the very first video I see from this great set of the Walking Dead parody, XXX naughty parody, is a guy allegedly getting a blowjob. Can we see it on this TV?
Is this?
I'll say it now. By the way, kids, don't listen to this one. That hasn't been a tip yet.
Don't listen to this one. And also, we're supposed to keep this PG-13 somehow.
Okay, so let's do a list then. Instead of saying blowjob, we'll say what? Hummer? Thingy? Leave the beaver?
A sweet kiss.
A sweet kiss on the head.
On the rooster. Rooster kiss.
Rooster kiss. I like that. Rooster kissing.
And a clam kiss. Because there is some clam kissing. There is some clam kissing.
And then there's some rooster spraying on rooster chicken breasts. There's some rooster spraying on chicken breasts. The feet goes all over.
But there's no roosters with roosters, which I want to put a pin in that too.
No rooster on rooster action. Sorry, this is point. And a lot of the chickens are undead chickens.
Yeah. Because that's an integral plot point. That is an integral plot point.
It really is. Let me set the world for you. Ever wonder what it'd like to be to wake up in a zombie-infested world with zombies like all over? But let's say that the zombies aren't just walkers, but they're blowers instead. Oh, sorry.
They're kissers.
They're chicken kissers instead.
Yeah.
And you can't kill this. How do you kill a zombie in this world? Don't shoot it in the head. Sort of. You guess you could.
You could, because that was the one scene where it could have been rooster on rooster, but they instead chose to kill him with a gun.
Which makes you think, you know what, even in that post-apocalyptic world with dead's riding for the grave, wanting some chicken cock doodle-doo, it's still too many guys. There's still too many damn guys. You have to kill the dead guys, bro. Bam, gone. That's all we're saying.
One of the roosters was kind of into it. He was fine with it. But the Lori was not fine with that.
But
okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
we are getting ahead of ourselves. And about ahead, you want to talk about the scene where Rick Grimes wakes up in a hospital bed, or actually on the floor.
Yeah, and he's the only one there.
So he's
And
scared,
it's
scared.
spooky.
He's scary. He's got Phoenix fucking A, which I believe really is their stage name. And she's a zombie.
Well, she's redhead. She's a redhead too.
It doesn't matter. Redhead
Yeah, it
zombies are
does.
worse. Okay.
No, better.
Did you see the beaver shot? Is there a beaver shot in this?
I looked and I couldn't find one.
In the entire place, there's no beavers, just hens.
I'm just kidding. There's big browns all over the place.
Big Brown's going to self-tan.
Yep, going to self-tan all over that place.
All over your...
Yeah. Okay, so the first scene, the zombie comes after him, and the first inclination of her is to gently kiss him.
Of course. Gently kiss him on the rooster.
On the rooster. And his first, and I laughed so hard at this line, because his first lines are, "What are you doing? I'm married."
Which is true. That's what I said too. I was like, hey, zombie woman, what are you doing? I'm married. You can't do that. But is it cheating if she's dead?
Well, here's the thing. That's not the first, you're a rotting corpse, obviously. It's, I'm married.
Hey,
Miss
have you ever
Zombie.
done last call in LA? A rotting corpse is slightly higher than what most people go home with at last call.
Well, again, he's not at last call. He's sober. He's waking up. He's getting his bearings. I get it. But
He's not date raped yet. Although, is this consensual?
no, it's not consensual. He says no many times.
No, stop.
Yep.
Stop kissing my rooster.
Yes.
No more rooster kisses for you. No more hen pecks.
No, the henpecks come later.
Are we really doing a PG version of a porno?
I think we are. And
Okay, kids, come back. You can listen to it again.
you can come back to this. You're going to be
wanna
so
listen to porn.
confused. You're going to be so confused. Honestly, the kids probably know more than we do.
You'll be your own monster squad after this. Don't worry.
So they probably are like, what are you guys talking about?
Go play zombie killer. You'll see what happens. Yeah.
So that happens. Well, and that's when we find out what happens to zombies.
What does happen to zombies?
Well, see, the rooster spittle, throw up,
The
juices, the rooster juices.
The rooster juices go
Rooster
blah,
juices.
blah, blah in the
Kind of
zombies.
spray out all over into the zombie. And that's how we find out that zombies are allergic. Like
Very.
deadly
Oh, yeah.
allergic to
Yeah.
rooster juice.
Rooster juice. It's just like Jesus juice, but better. Sold here with Michael Jackson. Proud sponsor of, wait a minute, isn't he dead too? Oh my God. Is that how he died? Did Michael Jackson die for too much rooster juice? Is that what you're saying?
I just think it sounds like a Japanese drink. Rooster juice, kind of like Pocari Sweat.
Mix enough cock in anything, you'll be fine. Cock-a-doodle-doo, of course. So they cock-a-doodle-doo it all over their zombiness. And the
he
zombie.
immediately recognizes that this is what killed her.
So if that's the cure or the killing of a zombie, I think the human race is basically going to be saved by 13-year-old boys. That's it. Anything above after that age are like, fuck it, one and done. We're good. Maybe.
I'd say 13 to 17. Not that I'm condoning it. I'm just saying.
We don't condone masturbation. It's just safe sex. Oh, what's masturbation in this show? We don't condone flogging your Molly.
Well, that's a band. We don't want to affiliate with the band. We don't want to.
We don't want to drop kick your Murphy.
We don't want to. I'm trying to think of like the most unsexy band title, and I can't think of any.
The Vinyls, Jackson 5.
I was thinking Love and Spoonful, but that actually is something sexual, so I can't even do that.
Very sexy.
So
Lady
yeah.
A. You want to Lady Gaga? That's kind of sexy. Oh, although there's some Gaga in here that goes on. Apparently, zombies do have gag reflexes. How weird. You're dead, but shit still works somewhere.
Well, you have to imagine it because the gag reflex is in the brain, and the brain is still somewhat active in zombies. So that could be a thing, possibly.
We need Mythbusters. Mythbusters, if you're listening, we want to see if a zombie has a gag reflex. Anyone volunteer?
That's easy enough, right? It's easy enough. Just go find a zombie.
I'm not going there. I'm not touching that. So we do have this great scene. And I want to say, so far, it really is Walking Dead.
Yeah.
The casting matches, except for what's-his-face, Glenn's kind of white, but that's fine.
Yeah, there was some pushback on that. Glenn was played by a white actor instead of an Asian actor.
It is a porno, for Christ's sakes. Come on, let's go with stereotypes. Think about it. Asian guys, pornos. How many Asian guys do you find in pornos? You know why? They're usually big directors. They're not in front of the camera. They're camera shy. That's why. That's what we heard.
I'm not going to say anything.
Better not off it.
But
just say anything. John Cusack. Great movie. Great guy.
Yeah, John Cusack should have played the role. That's what I'm saying.
You put him in Asian face. Now, I have a question. Is this zombie face? Is that what they're doing? Are they all acting in zombie face? Is this going to haunt them years from now when COVID kills everyone and resurrects them again?
So the next scene, he goes to his house. And there's sad music.
Bow, bow, bow. That's not sad.
No, that's that's still not sad.
Beep, boop, ba. That's my sad one. Beep, boop, ba.
It's still the same song and still not sad.
Beep, boop, beep, bops. Oh, that's R2-D2.
Anyway.
Ramos mito.
So he finds a pink
what?
Emptiness filler for ladies. I guess it could be for guys. But he finds this emptiness filler and he smells it and thinks of his wife. And it's a touching scene.
It was riveting. I could feel them. It was just like that, man. Well, isn't that nice? Yeah. Isn't that something that is romantic? That's Mother's Day right there. Get your mother the gift that really keeps on giving. An emptiness filler, some 9-volt batteries, and a lock on her door. That's all we're saying.
9-volt batteries? What the fuck, dude?
Car battery? What do you use? I don't know.
AAA.
AAA? You use a car place to give you a jump start? Get some gas.
9-volt batteries. Just put in some all the batteries you can find lying around your goddamn house. Just throw them in.
Mother single-handedly kept Radio Shack Battery Club into business for years. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. I'm sure they did.
It wasn't Timmy's fucking calculators. That's all I know.
And the husbands are like, what is this for? And they're like, the toothbrush thing. And
why do we have a bill for $900 at Radio Shack for batteries? What the hell?
The remote. It's the remote.
Keeps dying over and over and over again.
And over and over.
I'll take this to my, So he smells the emptiness filler, which also is the name of nothing.
A band.
Yeah, probably.
A band.
Hot topic. Yeah, no, it's something like that. And then he continues to reminisce, right? He longs for his wife.
Yes, he longs for his wife. Now, but I don't know. I think the next part. All I know is that they get to wherever they're at. The next part.
The next part, for what I remember, does he reunite with Carl?
Oh, Carl. Okay. Well, the next part, It shows Lori and Carl and Shane and Andrea and Sophia.
Carl, I gotta know, do you have it in you to F that girl and kill her with your rooster seed? That's a direct quote, paraphrase, I guess now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's later. That's later.
That's later? I thought they made Carl kill a zombie. Kill one of those blowers, Carl. Kill him.
Well,
kill him hard.
Like way at the end, like, because they don't know yet. They don't know yet.
So they're just taking a guess that might kill him. Like, Carl, go for it, buddy.
Well, first they're in like the tent, you know, like Shane's in the tent with Lori, and they're she's like, no, and then he's like, Rick's dead, remember? And she's like, oh yeah, okay. And so they start doing kissing and fun things, and Carl keeps popping in and being a rooster stop.
He is just like the real show. I swear, it's like you're really watching The Walking Dead. It was a real show instead of this like made for Hollywood jazz. Like no one
except
has
for
sex.
Lori. Except for Lori, she's a little bit more likable in this.
Which one's Lori again? I can't remember.
She's the one that's the wife.
Oh, right. The one that Carl's got to pop in the face later on. I guess that meant something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sophia and Carl are in a tent. And see, I didn't see this part, but I think she has Lori's new emptiness filler or something.
There's a lot of emptiness in the post-apocalyptic war, and it should be filled.
Is. It has
Aren't
to
they
be
called
filled.
rabbits? So she has a rabbit
Yeah.
that she likes to pet and hold because rabbits get very scared, and when they get cold, they shake a lot. So sometimes she has to put it in places so it gets warm. That's all.
Right.
Today's PG-13 day and pop and porn world. Can't wait.
Yep. It's kind of fun. It's like an exercise.
No reason for it because you can't watch this shit unless you're 18 and above or whatever the legal age is in your part of the woods.
Well, I mean, like they ask you, yes.
They ask you want to see titties? Yes, I do.
Basically.
Can we build it? Yes, we can.
We were all young ones, right? Anything.
I don't remember any of that. So they do a bunch of sex scenes. I have to admit, I didn't get to see this scene.
Okay.
Sorry, I went from like Carl killing someone to an orgy to Daryl and two girls to Michonne and another girl and then a big behind the scene thing. And
Okay. So, all right. So after that, with Carl and Sophie in the tent, Andrea comes back and she's mad because everybody's gently caressing one another and snuggling in an adult fashion. And it's funny. I actually laughed out loud at this part because she says that she hates roosters and men with roosters and Walking Dead roosters. Something like that. And she's like, I'm so sick of them. And she carries, I think she said she carries a bag full of Walking Dead roosters just to get some pleasure for herself. It's crazy.
It does put a new turn on eat a bag of dicks. Because she really could.
She could.
Like, I can do this. Hold on. Let me get the bag out. Which one do you want me to eat?
Yeah, I will show you, motherfucker. I mean, did I already say my F word once? I think I did.
Yeah, right. Sorry. You use it up.
I used it. Okay. I've used it. All right. Let's
you use that bag of dicks up. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
They're all shriveled up. Do you think it's rigor mortis? Do you think there's like stay hard? Think rigor sets in on dicks?
No, they're okay. So if they're all together, they are going to rot
a gaggle
very
of dicks?
Quickly. Yeah, and then they're going to be this just like mush.
A gag. Oh,
yes, I got it, but it wasn't that funny.
I don't think you get it.
Yeah, I do.
Because gag.
I really do.
Is for gooses. I gaggle geeses. But for dicks, you gag all. Yep. Or gag Al, depending who Al is. And it might be Big Gay Al from South Park. And I hear, unlike zombies, no gag reflex. That's all I hear. Unlike zombies, no gag reflex.
So yeah, I think the bag of dicks would just be like this big mush at the end of the day. I mean, maybe not the day, but like a couple days.
Mythbusters, we need you again.
Yeah,
bag of dicks.
Mythbusters.
Get out of retirement for this one. Fuck finding Einstein particles. We want to see a bag of dicks, and we want to see zombies with no gag reflexes. Or my world future is just blowing. I can't deal with this future anymore.
We're going to start a list. This is the start of our list. We have 2 so far. These are the things we need you to do. We will give you I'll chip in $5. I think it's worth it.
That pays for at least 13 EV hookers. Oh, sorry. Evie's not here to defend themselves. Sorry, Papa Shango. Much love. Respect.
Ew.
But here we go.
Anyway.
By the way, Carl is played by Wolf Hudson. And of course, Sophia is Sierra Cure. If anyone's paying attention and really wants to look them up, they're on the burningangel.com website.
I thought Sophia did a good job.
That is one of the greatest things about Burning Angel. You can throw a dart and say, that person did a good job. They really do have talent. Yeah,
I thought the guy who did Shane, and I can't remember her name. I did look it up. But the one who played Michonne too.
Cleo Valentine, I believe. No. Let me look at the stuff. Diamond Skin was Michonne?
I thought so.
No, we have to look stuff up. Wow.
Okay.
Diamond Skin.
No.
Now you're making shit up.
I am making shit up because I thought it was. I thought it was for real. I thought I looked that up because I looked up the people that I actually liked. But I have a terrible. Yeah, but I have a terrible memory. I cannot remember anybody's names. So
really, well,
it really shows.
It does. It shows a bit.
Yeah, it does.
I think you're right. Because Cleo Valentine is how we say white. And Michonne traditionally is not. Now, we have to give it up to Burning Angel, by the way. They could have completely whitewashed this and didn't.
Well, I mean, they half did.
The guys, who cares? There was only 1 or 2 guys in this whole damn movie anyways.
There's 3 of them, 4 of them. There's 4 of them.
Sorry, I didn't count the cocks in this movie. Apparently you did.
I do. I count both sides.
Both sides win.
Both sides. Well, one side won a little more than the other.
Daryl Dixon. Well, we have Daryl in this one too.
Okay, yeah, that's right. We didn't get to him yet, but okay. So anyway, Andrea fucked up. Andrea messed up, and
I'm not going to believe any of this, right? You can say fuck all you want. I'm not bleeping it.
Whatever. Well, and honestly,
I don't even know how to bleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fucking bleep.
I don't know how to bleep either. Okay, so Andrea, she screws up and she left the doors open, so a whole bunch of zombies come in. So they have to basically get out, and I don't know if that's when they learn their lesson or not then, but basically after that is when we get to Daryl.
That poor bastard.
And he is a sociopath. I know that's not the correct terminology anymore, but he is.
He is. Just like Michonne is diamond skin, by the way.
Oh, I was right.
She did a scene with Cleo Valentine. That's why.
Okay. I was right.
Andrea, which is Andrea.
Yeah. Because remember, Andrea very subtly said that she hates all dicks.
Not very subtly. It was very put out there. I don't know what it means, but it's subtle.
Very subtly. There was like a 5-minute rant about it. So we get to Daryl, and Daryl is like
Owen Gray.
I don't know. He's like his brother. Say his name again.
Owen Gray.
Owen Gray. Okay. And I'm sure he's a great guy. But he plays Daryl off very much like, what was his brother's name? Earl? I can't remember the first season.
Pearl. Cheryl.
Carol? Coral?
I think his brother's name is Mary Poppins. That's the last I remember.
You know what? You are right. Mary Poppins, y'all. Anyway, he is just kind of a jerk. And then he goes into a camper and he finds 2 lady zombies, and he cuddles with the 2 lady zombies.
Brittany Lynn and Jessie Lee.
And they do a good job. From what I saw, I didn't get to see too much with that one, but he also finds out that that's how they die.
They die horribly. They die hard with a vengeance. And when I mean hard, I mean really typically. Now, this is when we find out that zombies have a gag reflex as well.
Yes.
And I have to point out, I watched the behind the scenes, and that zombie makeup, I cannot stress this enough. It's not just people play acting like, look, I'm Daryl, I'm going to shoot my crossbow, bam, you're dead. None of that. It's real acting. It's real script. And the makeup and the wardrobe and the locations are spot on. It's like they just crashed the Walking Dead scene, took their makeup artist, and paid some zombies to fuck. I'm sorry. Is that mine? Fuck. How many times did I say that?
That was yours. No, you didn't. That was your first.
That was my first.
Congratulations.
All right. Pop my cherry.
Congratulations. How many minutes in and you already did it? Good job. I did it like 1,000,000 times.
1,000,000 more F's given. All right. So that's my big hello to them. Because this is absolutely, and it is zombie on guy action too.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this? Why the women are zombies? What does that mean to you socially?
Yeah, and that was an interesting thing too, because I'll go to kind of a pin. I did do some research after this with like some other gore porn, because that was kind of like the thought behind this, because you asked, what kind of porn do you want to do?
That is true. And I said this or pure taboo. You're
like this or that. And I said, I'll do the gore. That's fine. You said it was parody or this and that. And I'm like, I'll do gore. Right. And so I did look into some of it, like on some sites, and there was other zombie ones. Like zombie is a pretty big, genre. And that is interesting because when it comes to zombie females, it's usually butterface situations, like put a bag on it and she's still hot. When it comes to males, it's usually actually like 3D animation, and they are all kinds of screwed up. They are missing lots of pieces and real gross. But like in these situations,
the one guy who
sometimes kind of works. Or like just missing pieces of their face, missing pieces of their rooster thing that hangs under that.
Hang the dingle-dongles. It was part of the bag.
I forgot what that anatomy in rooster talk is called, but like it's very grotesque, But this is like, oh, she's real nice. Just put a bag over her face. She's good.
Well, not to break this up, but much like PBS on their, God, I'm getting sued. Much like PBS on their telethons, were like, hey, you like Doctor Who? Me too. For $25,000, you too can have this TARDIS mug. It disappears in a dishwasher. and always disappears because it just burns it in. All right, so for those who didn't know, we taped this episode during the pandemic. No vaccines were out yet, and Payne was still learning pronouns. It's actually kind of weird to see him struggle, but good for him. And we didn't have sponsors yet. And we do now. And I'm contractually obliged to add sponsorships to like the podcast. So here we go. I tried to talk him out of this. I tried to say, hey, LiquidIV, are you guys sure this is about the porno one? And like pointing to like some dude behind the desk keeps pointing to a contract. So here we go. The best I can. Hey, has your rooster ever fallen off? Maybe you need to put a bag over it. To get over all of these rooster zombie appendage fallings, bag the girl with the you need to mix a little bit of LiquidIV with your vodka. That's it. I don't know, man. Probably don't mix it with vodka, or do. I don't know. I don't give a shit. So if you're in a situation where if you're having zombie sex and you're dehydrated, always go with the multiplier of sugar-free or free sugar. Why pay for sugar when you can be sugar-free? And if you really want to do it, go to liquidiv.com and enter promo code. Once again, that is promo code. And you too can have like 20% off of your rooster juice. I think rooster juice is a new flavor. Check it out. It's a bit salty. All right, back to our show.
Right now, that is a joke and a comedy where like the girl's possessed and it turns like, hold on, baby, puts a bag on and keeps going at it. But B, one of the girls here, one of the women in the behind the scenes says, I didn't like the way I looked as a zombie, so I think I looked ugly. And I don't like looking ugly.
Really?
Yeah. So the actress was self-conscious of the butterface effect the zombie makeup had.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. Even though, again, their bodies are beautiful. But it's just, you know, I don't know. It's like that one step like, oh, we can't have her body look gross because then he would never want to adult snuggle her. You know?
Does that just tell you like the way a guy sees a girl? It's kind of like, well, it's the fat chick. You'll do it as long as no one else knows. No one else knows. I never met you. I'll still do it. But I never met you tomorrow. That's all we're saying. So you think some zombies walking around with, hey, call me, guys. Like, hey, I never saw you before. You're still alive, right? You're still like undead.
She's like, will you let me bite you? And he's like, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. My friends are coming over.
I'll give you some capture. It's on the curb. Just stay out. I'll Uber you. Just go outside for a minute. Don't mind the door locking.
Yeah, thanks for coming over. It was real fun.
Yeah. Did you ever be a ghost before? Because that's what I'm doing. You're a zombie. I'm a ghost. There we go. That's how it goes.
Right.
It's a horror movie now.
I was dead the whole time. Woo. Close the door.
Click. You can tell JM Brannyk a lot of dates that went that way, huh? Like,
takes his phone and throws it in the toilet.
Sets it on fire. Yeah. I don't know why. You just flush it. Wait, phones flush? No, they don't. You almost have me break a phone that way. That sucks. Don't do what she said. Wait, hold on. Mythbusters, your third one. Do phones flush or do they combust in the toilet?
Oh, no. A crocodigator comes up and eats it.
A crocodigator?
Problem solved.
The hell is a crocodigator? The hell is that?
Half crocodigator and half alligator. It comes up.
You just said half crocodigator and half alligator.
Yes, I did. Yep, I'm a scientist.
a scientist. You're a 98-year-old dinosaur. Very little brains.
Hey, if you're a doctor, I can be a doctor.
We got Papa
Doctor of
Shango.
Crocodigators.
Doctor of Crocodigators. Papa Rockedator. All right. If that is even a real thing. So we've gone on too far about how to ditch a zombie woman.
Yes. But that's what's going on in this, basically. But yeah, so that's really interesting about the behind the scenes where she was self-conscious about looking too ugly as a zombie. Even though the whole thing behind the zombie is supposed to be rotting flesh. It's rotting flesh.
It's rotting flesh, and once a guy roosters all over them, the guy loses interest, and the zombie woman doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, and it's like kind of a joke because he kind of laughs about it, like, rooster juice makes him die, like it's very non-consequential.
And yes, it meets the feminist test. This movie does.
The Bechdel test.
It means the butthole test. The hell is a butthole test? You better explain the butthole test to me, because that's what I wasn't going for. So it means the butthole. Rectal test. The hell is a prostate thing?
I think you hear what you want to hear. I think you hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. But it makes the test, doesn't it? Does it not make the test? There's two women
I didn't watch
locked in a
whole
room.
Movie.
What's the test? What's the test?
Well, they do talk about men.
When they're locked in that room? Michonne?
Yeah, they talk about, yes. Because, okay, so let me get to that, because she says very specifically, well, you're going ahead of schedule, because that's when Sophia leaves. She's gone, and that's when the whole big confrontation with Lori and Shane and
the orgy, right?
Yeah.
The zombie orgy. And I just want to point out, we're selling this podcast. Orgy. We're selling this podcast to Billy Graham, Oral Robbins. If this doesn't kill your boner, we don't know what the hell is. Just give him this, make him watch porn. It's like pain, but not me.
Well, it's not the zombie one yet. This is the one where it's Lori and Shane and Rick, because Lori and Shane are snuggling. And that's when Rick finally sees them together. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, oh, Sophia's gone and we're looking for her. And Rick has a great line of, you're trying to find a teenager in my wife's ass? I mean, Fanny. And they're really angry at each other. And of course, an orgy wins. You know,
an orgy always solves the problem.
Right. Lori's just like, here, you come here and you snuggle me here. And then you, Shane, come here and snuggle me over here. And they seem pretty okay. And then Shane goes crazy and Lori kills him.
Kills them all.
But again, he could have been, again, like that was because they did a double tap. And Rick was prepared to give him his rooster juice because he is starting to undo his pants. And Lori's like, F no, we're not doing that. And I just wanted to point that out. It's kind of like heteronormative.
Heteronormative in the undead world. Some rooster juice happening. That's just amazing.
Yeah. It was sad. I was sad with that missed opportunity because I'm like, that could have been a fun opportunity, but it was a missed opportunity. Or even like when they were together, because that could have been like a sexual tension between Shane and Rick, you know, because they've been partners for so long. And
yeah, they sure have been partners for so long.
Right.
Up that mountain. You know which mountain I'm talking about. Mount Royal. What the hell? kind of mountains you guys think I was talking about? Perverts. What's wrong with you? Not everything's broke backs. Speaking of broke back, I am sorry I was late today. I want to apologize to my co-host, what's her face, or what's their face, what's his face, who cares? I had my back broken by the Bloody Marys by carrying that damn podcast for 5 hours yesterday. Holy shit nuggets. If that one goes to number one, you all owe me a title beyond all realms of possibility.
Giantest asshole ever.
Which is actually the next scene. The giant asshole ever, which I believe is what Rick was trying to avoid by having, what's the other guy's name? Shane, not get injected. Now, don't you think about it. If Rooster shootings, pop, 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 pew, 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 if Rooster vomit or cock vomit, whatever you want to call it.
Rooster blip.
Rooster blip. If that cures zombieism, wouldn't that be like the injection to give everyone to make sure they don't become zombies?
Right.
Wouldn't you just inoculate yourself? If Donald Trump, my president of all presidents, thank you, I salute you, sir. Mm. I salute you, sir. He has the greatest military leader we've ever had as a president, by the way, Donald J. Trump.
Which is funny because on my podcast you were like bitching about him, but go on.
Damn imposters, that must have been some editing from you commie pinkos. I would never bash like President Donald J. Trump. Comrade. Oh, did I say that too loud? Brother in arms, Donald Trump. If he said tomorrow COVID is cured by having sex with a bunch of hookers, it's on. Although he didn't really have sex with a bunch of hookers, what was it? He only has sex with people like porn stars, Playboy models, and maybe his wife once. I'm not sure. I think he keeps it in the family, though. Because just like royalty has to keep it in the family.
On this joke. I'm passing on this joke.
There's no joke about COVID.
I'm gonna just slip my little pass sign. My little key of passing.
As they slip that little pass sign, they admit defeat, which is going to be a preview of the throwdown when Papa Shango and Dr. Payne take on a dinosaur, which is the name of my sex tape.
Sometimes the best thing in how to win the game is just by not playing.
Which is exactly what my mom used to say every time I was playing by myself. She'd say, you stop. Oh, wait, we're talking about what now?
Are we talking about Mega Darth beer?
Mega Death beer.
Which I think I hear you drinking in the background.
I am not drinking Mega Death beer because they are great sponsors. They have Saison 13 beer and a Tulip Moon beer. And it is the best beer you could ever buy. Mega Death beer. And it's not by you, you suck. Go on.
I don't need it. I'm still drinking my wine. Okay,
you know what? You don't need beer. We'll put a spigot in that instead of a pin. And we'll come back to that later. Y'all need something harder than beer later on.
I do have some rum, but I'm running low on it. Okay, so this is when we realized that Carl has a fever. And
or a flavor of Pringles.
Andrea says, I'll go to the hospital. And that's when we get Lori saying, who am I to deny my son of having intimate moments with zombies?
It's a father-son thing. Just like...
it's an everybody on zombie thing. It's not a father-son. It's everybody on... Except for ladies. Unfortunately, I guess female clam juice doesn't affect them.
Well, think about it. What does a female clam juice ever do? It can't produce babies. It's a baby sure going pew, 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 pew. batter.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
It's the little swimmers. Those little swimmers kill zombies.
The little swimmers killed the zombies because their life.
Yeah, Michael Phelps kills zombies. That's where you go. Little swimmers.
Okay, so that's the whole. Okay, whatever. I'll buy it.
Can't wait to get sued by him. Your Honor, they said I kill zombies.
No, he'll take it. I think he would like that.
Oh, he'll take it, all right.
I like it. So that's when she goes to the hospital and where she meets Michonne, who is played by, I forgot her name.
You forgot her name already.
Diamond Skin.
Thank you.
Diamond Skin. And she's great too. And they have a good moment together. And I wrote it down because I thought it was like the funniest line in the whole damn thing. And that's when Michonne tells her about the CDC and like, oh, we should go to the CDC because they're doing stuff there and et cetera, that could help us. And they're about to go and she says, one more thing. I hate zombie rooster and I'm going to eat your box.
I'm going to eat your box human.
Not human. But I laughed.
Box human. So you're named after you're like vagina human.
No, it's just a human that comes in a box.
Well,
you're looking too far into something that makes no sense. Does that.
Half the planet comes in a box.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Or but you're looking into something that makes no sense. Which is fine. I mean, that's how you want to spend your day. But so anyway.
This scene, in my opinion, actually meets the feminist, as you said, butthole test, which I don't think is right, by the way. The feminist butthole test.
Yeah, that's going to be a tweet, I'm sure, from Haunted MTL coming from me. This feminist movie meets the feminist butthole test.
And the scene, by the way, the scene on burningangel.com, that's ANGEL.com, is I hate zombie dick.
Oh, that's funny.
What the scene is called.
Okay. Yeah. So it's talking about, the male. So it's the absence of the male. But it was a good scene. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see too much of it. Just kind of short clips of it. But they had good chemistry, and I actually really liked these two actresses. And they were really funny. And they had, like I said, they had good timing and good chemistry off of each other.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Skin Diamond, but I have seen Cleo a lot. And they, like I said, Burning Angel, there's no duds. Mm-hmm. There really are no oh my God, why are you here? It's someone like, oh my God, why aren't you in full screen movies doing feature films?
Right. I wish we had more movies, full screen movies that had hardcore sex scenes in them.
Don't we all? Except
we
for
all?
You Puritans over there in, where are you from? Michigan?
No, we need to go lower to the Bible Belt.
Bible Belt? What is that?
By the
Wisconsin?
No, lower. We're more like the clasp of the Bible bra.
Bible bra. Yeah, I've seen one of those before.
I stole that joke. I did steal that joke. I'm sorry.
We're going to beep that out. Who's the joke from?
That joke is from, it's from a podcast that is now defunct. That was an atheist podcast.
Oh, is it Combo Box?
No.
Is it Bloody Marys?
No, it wasn't one of ours.
Is it Bonesaw or that thing with you and Nicole? Is it the one that Court Squared and I will do?
I'm waiting for you to do Court and whatever the fuck, whatever the hell you're going to do.
You should probably replay what you just said. You're ahead a bit.
Yeah, I should, but I have already finished. I am not going to do
wine. Court. I don't care what you say, because we're into hot lesbian kitty action party.
I'm so sorry, Court. I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
She's such a sweet girl. She really is. She sat through 3 bullies with me and Bars.
She's such a sweet girl, so we're bringing her up in I Hate Zombie Dick.
She is such a sweet, sweet soul, and we tortured her. Anyway, so this was really good. Also, Diamond Skin no longer does
Skin
adult
Diamond.
videos. Skin Diamond? Is it?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, whatever. Skin Diamond. I like Diamond Skin. It sounds like a superhero. Anyway, she no longer does adult movies anymore. She is, I believe, in a music career now. So I would go and check her out and try to support her.
Don't worry, I'll check her out a lot. There's been a lot of things rising to support.
Yeah, there's a lot. I see what you did there.
Moving right along from the
Moving right along.
Did Carl pop one in his mom yet?
Carl Papa. Okay.
So doesn't Carl kill his mom?
No.
Isn't Sophia his mom?
What? No.
I do not watch the show. I thought Sophia was Carl's mom.
No, Sophia's really a little girl.
That makes more sense. I was like, why is his mom a little girl?
Sophia is like his childhood friend.
Well, his mom's a childhood friend too, right? He doesn't hate his mom.
Well, no. I mean, they're not friends. She's his mom.
You're not friends with your mother. I'm friends with your mother.
So they get overwhelmed by zombies, and that's when Glenn comes in and saves them.
Glenn is the best Glenn. Glenn Beck. We'll call him Glenn Beck because he's so damn white in this film.
I don't think he would appreciate. Well, I don't know the actor. I don't know.
Glenn Beck comes and saves the day. Whoa. Literally.
So anyway, that's when we find out that Sophia has turned into a zombie, and Carl has to, help
put one
her
in
out.
His mom. He's got to put one in his mom.
You keep saying she is his mom, and she is not his mom. She's
not
a
like
childhood
that anymore.
Friend.
She's dead. Oh, wait. Sophia is a childhood friend?
Yes.
This film makes much more sense now. I got worried for a bit. Okay.
Yeah. There's no incest in this. There's
just a bunch of wincest. Go on.
After that, they go to the CDC, which has Pong noises.
Beep boop. Beep boop. Which is also the sad music. And as a PSA to all you parents out there, if your void filler starts making that noise, return it to the store immediately. It will start on fire. And your void will be voided, I guess.
That's because you put a car battery on it.
You're the one that calls AAA. You're like, no, AAA. Call AAA. My rabbit's dying.
They won't come out. I've tried. They won't. It's real crappy.
Call a pizza guy. Here's the same thing.
Pizza guy will finally do something.
Deliver that pizza, baby. Yeah.
And I will say, I don't have any money to pay you with. And he'll say, then I'm going to take back your pizza. And then he'll leave and I'll be sad.
That's the most realistic porno ever. I tried.
So sad. So sad. Okay. So that's when zombies pour in again. I forget what happens at the CDC. I forget.
That's a zombie orgy.
Well, yes, that's what leads into it. But they start fighting them first because Carl hits zombies as a zombie with 2 hammers. And it was kind of it was kind of fun, I'll admit. And he was like, I did it, Dad. He was like, good job, son. And it was kind of a funny moment. I liked that moment.
It is a good moment. It's a lovely moment. And there's got like Glenn holding machete backwards. Glenn, your machete is backwards. I'm just telling you, buddy.
Yeah, it's not going to help. It's just going to do some
It's just going to piss them off a lot more than you think it is.
Yeah.
And
So
you can tell Glenn's Asian because he's wearing a purple shirt. That's how they make Glenn Asian. Because Glenn Beck. Sorry, Glenn Beck.
Okay.
So we've seen that Glenn Beck is so great with machete. He kills it with it backwards. He's not holding the blade. Like beat him to death with a handle or something like that. And
yeah, no.
He's got a shotgun. Big Boy's got a shotgun. We see Joanna Angel's popping locking. And we see Cleo Valentine go pap, 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 pap. And poor Carl's got 2 fucking hammers.
Yeah, but he makes do. He makes do. You know?
He makes do and he pops a couple of zombies in the face.
Yeah. But there are too many zombies and they run out of bullets. No more bullets. Oh no. So what do they have to do to save the day?
I'm guessing Larkin love. That's what they have to do to save the day. Larkin love.
There's a lot of love that goes into those zombies. A lot of love. And that's kind of where it ends.
Which, you know what? That's how The Walking Dead should end. One big zombie gangbang. You say zombie gangbang 5 times real fast.
No, thank you.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I don't have it in me. But they do. But but yeah, that's kind of where we end up everywhere. So so I guess what are your thoughts on this? This was your pick.
This is my pick, absolutely. Actually, my thoughts are always burningangel.com, Joanna Angel, the best production value. That's it. Not even just for porno, just like the best production value in any film industry that's like below Warner Brothers or some shit. Like the production value, the smartness, and the acting is all top notch. And you have a pretty, besides Glenn Beck, you have a pretty honest recreation of The Walking Dead. And wouldn't we want Glenn Beck to really go out that way and not the way he did, pops it in the face like last time in the real world? Nope. So I liked it. I think it gives you a touch of what Burning Angel does best, which is parody porn, and yet still gives you a bit of the gore. I know you wanted more gore because originally I was like, parody. That's Small Hands and Joanna Angel doing Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my parody. Or Nightmare Before Triple Xmas, I guess. So what did you think about the gore of this?
I thought it was lacking. Yeah. So when you said gore, I was thinking, I guess more along the lines of like
a snuff film,
like the guinea pig, like videos.
A guinea pig video. What the hell is that?
I think that's what they're called. Where it's like these vignettes.
Is this the butthole test coming up? If we get Richard Gere out here, I swear to God.
I knew you were gonna make that joke. I knew it. I'm like, I'm gonna say.
Is that bingo?
I'm gonna have to endure it. But I think that's what they're called.
You do not endure it. You have to outdoor it unless you're Donald Trump. And my captain, he can have the biggest mega rally ever indoors. Thank you, COVID.
So like I thought it was going to be something like that, to where it was very graphic and very in your face. So
it's all in their face. That's how they killed them. It was very in their face.
But it's very playful. It's a very playful, not serious, just romp. It's a romp, you know. there's nothing really icky about it. There's nothing really goopy about it.
Have you seen their faces?
The makeup is very good, but you still know, oh, okay, that's like zombie makeup. You know, like this is okay. This is what's going on. This is like 2 hammers into the skull. Okay, that's obviously like goopy makeup. And not something that's like more visceral. I thought it was going to be a lot more visceral. So yeah, when you showed me this, I was like, but this is parody. Like, what is this? So taking out my pin and pins, I did do some little itty bitty research into some gore.
That involves hamsters and gerbils, apparently, from Japan.
No, that involves pins. Like one of them involved pins.
Good God.
One of them involved hammers.
No. Hammer time. Nope.
Yeah, there were, and those were real ones. There were a lot of animated ones that I found that were, you know, like the crushing kind, but they were animated. So they were like very, very rudimentary. Some were less rudimentary, like pretty well done, but still really kind of bizarre. Like there's this one series where they're giant women who torture very, very small women by like.
I think I saw that. The photographs, right? You show some photographs.
Yeah. I posted the photographs because I thought Evie was asking for pictures of it. So I'm like, sure, I'll send you pictures.
I don't think anyone was asking pictures of that.
I'm like, I'll share it.
Misread that room.
Yeah, I did misread that room. I misread the room a lot that way, where I'm like, oh, people want to share this experience with me. Cool. And then that is not the human way. That's the box human way, but not the human way.
That is
so.
Although I have to say they are kind of sexy.
They're bizarre. They're very bizarre. Their teeth and their faces are very bizarre. So anyway, so I was looking up all these things too to try to like kind of gauge like where am I at, because this is not what I'm into, you know, and so I was trying to figure out like where does this really gauge in the gore, and it gauges pretty low. There are a lot of zombie things out there. Like I said before, usually if it is, the females are very attractive from neck down and face up, it's zombie makeup. The guys are hideously grotesque and rotting everywhere. And so that's kind of interesting. But again, looking at these zombie things too, the production of Burning Angel just blows everything out of the water, everything out. And like I said, this isn't my thing, but just kind of peeking around on the website, there is a lot that they do offer. So if this isn't really your thing, it's a lot of like kind of tongue-in-cheeky, kind of fun kind of stuff. There's nothing that's too serious. There's one about the devil. I was looking into that.
With Xander. Yeah, they have this devil one. They've got the entire Tiki, what was their Tiki one? Evil Tiki Babes. They have that entire series of that.
And it's very playful. It's a very playful, you know, series. But at the same time, it's kind of in a way a relief to somebody who doesn't watch gore porn, because it is not that. I mean, it's playful. It's very.
It's Evil Dead, and they do have an Evil Dead one, by the way.
Okay, yeah, right. It's more Evil Dead than it is like taking a high heel and crushing the skull of a small animal. You know.
What the hell porn did you watch?
I watched gore porn.
Good Lord, is that legal?
Thankfully, it is not. It is not. Whoa. So yeah, actually, if you watch Don't F with Cats on Netflix.
No.
That was kind of part of how they started piecing together a serial killer, somebody who started killing people through these types of videos, who would torture animals and put it under these kind of videos. But there are a lot of
the only animals
videos
that need to be tortured are you libtards. That's it. As my president, Trump, stomps on all of you the way he stomps on gravity.
Steaming sentient piles of garbage we are. But for the most part, yep. You bet. Still better than you.
Nothing is better than the doctor. Except for maybe Small Hands. And I'm going to bring it back to Small Hands because he is one of my, and this is honestly true, favorite male porn stars, Small Hands. Nothing against you, Tommy Pistol. Love you, buddy. But Small Hands.
Who is he?
Who's Small Hands? He's not in this film.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's missing from this film, but he is part of Burning Angel stable. And he has this film, a very adult Wednesday Addams with Holly Hendricks.
Oh, yeah.
And it is priceless. He does parody perfectly. He did the Jack and Sally with Joanna Angel. He does parody perfectly. He's just spot on in everything he does. And he has his own whiskey, which is my pin to take out the beer. When you're not drinking Megadeth beer, you should drink Doom whiskey. That's his and Joanna's whiskey. It is allegedly 100 proof whiskey. And I love, never tasted it. They won't give me a bottle. So if you guys are listening, give Dr. Payne a bottle of your whiskey and he'll give you the best review ever, just like he does for your schlong. Great schlong, great whiskey.
He will take your rooster juice.
Both 100 proof. You could call it rooster juice whiskey. I would still drink it. It's 100 proof, but we all know.
For exchange for the
Oh, exchange. I'm not a zombie.
For
I don't
exchange.
need to be killed. I don't need to be killed.
No, you do. You do. No, it was, the production value is very good. The actors are very good. It was a fun romp.
No cats are killed either, so that's pretty good. Apparently,
yeah,
better
no
than
cats
the
were
gore
killed.
film.
Yeah, nothing, and that's the thing, is nothing was really. I mean, if you're nervous about things like that, that is not in there whatsoever. It's, everybody seemed to have a pretty good time, except for that one girl apparently who thought she looked ugly, and I feel bad for her.
Well, it's not so much she didn't have a good time. She also said I looked like a badass zombie, though.
Oh, good. Yeah, she did. I don't know which one she was, but they both did.
They always do. It's always a class act. Now, if you were giving it, what are we doing? Cthulhu's?
Cthulhu's, yeah.
Okay. 1 out of 5 Cthulhu's, not just for gore porn, but in general horror porn. Maybe horror parody, whatever. What would you give it?
Oh, that's hard because, again,
Phrasing.
It's not really my cup of tea. Like, I was more into, like, the satanic cheerleader thing. I was like, I could see that. I might buy that.
Which they do have the video, the satanic cheerleader one. It was the devil's daughter.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it. So that's a little bit hard for me because it's on kind of taste, but like if we were doing this high art camp, I would give it high ratings in like production. I'd give it high ratings in like acting and things like that. I think that's the first part. I'm trying to remember all the 5 freaking things we do. Cultural relevancy, I would say actually it's very culturally relevant. It's a good parody. It follows pretty well, especially the characters themselves, but also kind of putting a little new spin on it. I was disappointed that there were no roosters with roosters. Well, there were hens with hens.
I don't think rooster action happens in the catalog. I could be wrong. I don't look for it.
I know, but part of you wants that. Like, well, part of me wants that. Just because it's like, for everybody then, but
Roosters for all.
Roosters for all
over.
Right. Rooster juice everywhere. Down everybody's throats.
That should be our whiskey. Rooster juice everywhere. Pour some rooster juice down her throat. Kill some zombies. Maybe some COVID. Disappoint your mom at the same time. It's all good. Pour this rooster juice. Yep. Not that this disappoints your mom doing porn. We're not saying that. We're saying drinking our rooster juice will probably disappoint your mom because it takes AAA batteries and she needs them.
Probably.
Our bottle takes
She'll be really mad.
Batteries.
She'll come down and she'll be like, I need batteries for the remote.
Damn it. Mommy needs a long time.
I would give it maybe a 3.75.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
For me, because maybe this is not mine. Like, oh my God, zombie porn. Let me get my rooster juice flowing. But it is well done. It is always a pleasure. But my boy, sorry, small hands not in it. I can only go 4 out of 5 Cthulhu's. Small hands would be like a 10 out of 12 or 13 out of 2. I don't know how math works. Fuck it. Numbers are hard. So 4 out of 5. It does everything a parody should do. It is well thought of. It has a more believable structure than the actual thing is parodying, by the way. It has the tension, the drama, the makeup effects. They didn't skip out. It's not whatever like bullcrap parody you see on TV. This is well done, well worth the production value. And I can't say enough about burningangel.com. Did you know if you really like parodies like this, they even have killer cleavage from outer space? Think about it. Instead of killer clowns, same fonts and everything.
Yeah, they have a lot of parodies, a lot of horror parodies.
The Dong of the Dead. Get it? The Craft, XXX, Evil Head. And if maybe horror's not your thing, maybe like Christmas, how the Grinch gaped Christmas. I don't even want to know what that's about.
I think they have just like regular ones too, like goth girlfriend type ones too, don't they?
They do. And again, we're not paid. We really are not being paid by Burning Angel. Not. This is just some random shit we're talking as people who doing a podcast as a fan.
I couldn't even get a free DVD, but I watched as much as I could.
3 Cheers for Satan. That's the Satan one. Hold on. Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, did they do? Oh, here we go. POV punks, girls, bathroom. Fuck them in the bathroom. Holy shit. No.
Oh, that's your second one.
I can say shit. Is that a bad word?
No, you said gently snuggle.
Oh,
in the bathroom.
I thought it meant shit. I'm like, what the hell? I can't say shit now. It's a bodily function.
You can say shit.
Quiet, girls.
You can say shit.
Here's another punk. They have a punk one. Never mind the dicks. Never mind. Here's the Burning Angel. Like the Buzz. This is the Sex Pistol one. So they have a whole bunch of things just for you. There's some I can't name because,
try to name them. Try to name a couple.
I think I used up all of my.
I know. Just try to weave around it, and I'll try to.
Here we go. Okay. One racial group love black. Oh, damn it! I already messed up.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, one racial group loves Black Lives Matter, and it's usually a 201 situation on this, so they really love Black Lives Matter. And let me see this one. Let's see if I can get. Here we go. Okay, a teen. How would I say this? 18. All right. So it's a thing that you eat at the store. It's not a cheesecake, not a yogurt, but it's some sort of pie.
Hot dog.
Not a hot dog.
I think you can say that. I think you can say. Like,
Whores get double banged.
Banana cream pie.
Oh, I thought it was big tit whores get double banged. I was reading the wrong one. Damn it. Yeah. Team cream pie. Now, here's the one that makes me go, My first time, volume 4. How many times can this really be your first time? After a while, I was like, yeah, it's my first time. I'm just completely taking anal. Why not? Who cares? I'm trying to make sure that
surgery. There's that surgery you can do.
Every time's her first time. That's all it is. No,
and she wipes her mind every time too.
Pink.
Ooh,
mind wipe.
That's a good sci-fi. Like they wipe her mind every time, so she always thinks it's her first time.
Isn't that like an actual sci-fi film though? Or a TV show, something about Russian doll or black box or some shit like that.
Black box.
Wipe her mind.
No, like
which is also a movie on your black box, by the way.
Now you've lost my train of thought. Just died on the rails.
We can do this one. I got one more movie title for you to guess, and that's it. Okay. They even have this one. Okay. So, like, all right, okay. So, kind of like a dam. So, think of dams, and they're taking things. They're taking roosters. Dams taking roosters.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous taking roosters? No. How about, did you ever see, what's that show? Dick Van. Actually, you know what? That TV show's got like at least 2 of those words in it.
Yes, it does. I get it now. I get it.
And for free, you can have
Mary Tyler Moore.
Dick Van Dykes for free. That's us. Our gift to you guys. Make it happen.
What?
I want production value. I want producer credit. Dick or Van Dick Dykes? I don't know. Mary Tyler Moore. Mary Tyler whore, more like it. Damn right.
We should just do that the entire time, is just find the porno names for things.
That is what I'm doing for art camp, by the way.
Okay.
Non sequiturs, just porno name for things the entire time. That's it.
No, you should watch the movie. It's actually a pretty fun movie.
All right. Before we get into a new movie, first, as we wrap up, The Doctor is in, which will be a number 1. The Doctor's that's actually a movie. The Doctor's in your asshole. Big titty whores get double penetrated by a doctor in your asshole. How'd you know? Volume 5. Who knew? They keep coming back.
Wait, where's 1 through 4?
1 through 4 went straight to tape. This actually went to theatrical release.
Oh, nice.
Come on My Tattoo 6. Which I watched Come on My Tattoo 6, and I was so disappointed. That guy, the plane, not in it at all.
Oh.
Herbie Vachez, whatever his name is, God rest his soul, not in it at all. Matter of fact, he wasn't in it. He wasn't in her. Nothing. It's about people with tattoos, apparently. But
I picked the wrong time to stop condoms.
What?
Nothing.
Stop condoms. Isn't it like a race car? Brum, brum, burning rubber. Get it? All right, JM Brannyk. Do you have anything to plug besides your pie hole?
I have to plug
your pie hole.
Still wear your goddamn masks, people.
That's
a lot of people
right. Unless you're at my president's get-together gathering, which should have been today, but we let some people have a holiday today.
Yes.
Thank you. You're
Happy
welcome.
Juneteenth.
You're welcome, Donald Trump, the president of all people. June 13th or Juneteenth or whatever it was.
We are recording on Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Happy Donald Trump Day, who made Juneteenth famous.
Please.
You're welcome.
You can burn him down. Don't burn me down.
Burn it all down.
Yeah, well, sure. Anarchy for all.
No. Moms of Anarchy is the video.
But yeah, happy Juneteenth to everybody. And what was I saying? Oh, wear your masks. Still going out. It's still coronavirus. We still technically don't have the cure. Wear your goddamn masks.
I'm pretty sure we do have the cure. Thank you very much. After you take the Clorox and then you inject that light up your asshole, if you can get small hands and Tommy gun over here, and they just go pew, pew, pew on you, no more zombie COVID.
Every time you say small hands, I always think of like Puppet Master hands.
Which is weird because that Puppet Master made me think about the video, or excuse me, those pictures you sent. It looks like Puppet Master 5.
Yeah.
Those little pictures. But we ain't going there. So I
cannot put it on the website, people. I'm sorry. I can't link it. You're just going to have to take my word for it. It's kind of weird.
Or not.
If you're into it, sure.
Yeah, things that we can't. I'm going to go edit all this, and all the things we can say. It's going to be 5 minutes of just like, and that's our show. Thanks for coming.
It's phrasing.
I know who you effed last Halloween. So if that's what you want to plug, you have no upcoming shows you want to plug, maybe with yours truly.
Please.
Doctor of Payne.
Yeah, pass his along. I guess we have 2 coming up with him because he's...
We have 2. What?
Just like...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I carry so much of your podcast.
You forget what you're in. The doctor's in.
Your mom.
But I don't fucking know what it is.
It doesn't matter. Unlike Shane, it doesn't matter if the doctor's in as long as I'm giving my injections to save the world.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Your rooster juice.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's all I got, really. For now.
Then I'm going to plug something completely important, near and dear to me. And that is, of course, Box's mom. I'm going to plug her later on. Thanks, everyone. It's been a pleasure for you, of course. And then I'm going to switch her out and say 5, 4, later, number 1.
I hear a cat.